Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Deja Vu, and I am back from a pseudo hiatus that I've been on for the last couple weeks. Been on doing some traveling and things, and haven't had good internet, so I haven't really been able to upload videos. But I've been making them whenever I can, and recently made a whole host of uploads in case you saw that. But now we're gonna try something a little bit different here. Trying a little bit of everything. Did some Pro League, some MSL, some OSL. Now I'm gonna try some, I don't even know what to call it, kind of a show matchy sort of thing, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be the E-Star Heritage League. I don't know what they're calling it. The E-Star Seoul. E-Star's Seoul Starcraft Heritage League. It's gonna feature 10 sweet, awesome veterans, kings of their times, people who are awesome in their own ways throughout history of Starcraft. Then we pitted, and they're gonna try and whoever wins gets something like $30,000 for this. And this first game is gonna be Nal Ra and Nal Ra. Nal Ra obviously is still a very, very active player, and this is outsider, by the way. Nal Ra is the orange Terran at the top of the map, and Nal Ra is the purple Protoss at the bottom of the map. And how long has it been since anyone's seen Nal Ra? I don't even know. It's been so long that you can't even, like, if you go to Team Liquid, you can't even see recent games played. It's been years. But we'll see what he's got in the tank. I believe he's something like a commentator, caster person for MG for the I don't know, MBC. I think he is for MBC or something like that. But we'll see whether or not he's still in his game, whether he knows some of the newer strategy or can effectively do some of the newer strategies. What he can do here. Nal Ra obviously is very, very active. I think he's still alive in one or both Star Leagues, and he always concentrates on the Star League. Still plays a little bit in the Pro League for We Made Fox, and he's pretty awesome in his own right. But this is going to be a lot of fun, because you got so many good players. In one group, let's see, what have we got? In one group, you've got Reach, Anytime, Yellow, Boxer, and Toss Girl. And then in this group, you've got Savior, Nal Ra, Nada, Kingdom, and I Love OV. Every single player in this is like repetitive winner, has at least one championship, except for Yellow. But you know, even though he didn't win an OSL or an MSL, he won other things. He won show matches and other competitive tournaments and things. So he still certainly counts as legends of their time. I think everyone except Toss Girl, but I guess she's the coolest girl, so I mean, we gotta include her, I guess. But whatever. Should be fun. And it looks like both players are playing real standard, and not blocking off his ramp here on outsider, and this is Nal Ra. Nal Ra is putting up his gateway and assimilator, playing very, very standard, not doing anything cheesy or anything. That is Nal Ra right there. What was that? I couldn't tell what kind of shirt he had on there. I don't know who their sponsors are for this. Usually see them use whatever team they're on, but obviously not for this. And Nal Ra still hasn't sent out a scout, by the way. He did go for that core at 11, which is, or 12, whatever, yeah, 12, which is very, very normal, playing this very, very standard. And Nada's actually going to get a scout out first, and Nal Ra sending a probe off to the right. I wonder what he's going to be doing with that probe. Okay, it looks like he might have misclicked, or maybe he's checking for a proxy or something weird. Not sure what he's doing. But here comes Nada. Nada getting in the full scout. Nal Ra not even deciding to try and stop the scout here at all. And we'll see whether anyone in this competition, I'm really interested to see whether anyone decides to just have fun. Just try some really crazy, unique builds that we've never seen before and that would never really happen in real games. But because it's kind of funny just seeing all these people together again, it's just awesome that maybe they'll just try and like fool around with each other. And we saw that Nada was throwing up a early factory there, so he's going straight for either vultures or tanks pursuit. It is probably vultures. And since that oh, actually no, he did block it off, so we'll see what he decides to do. This probably will be for a faster expansion, that's what it looks like anyways. And Nal Ra is just producing his Zealot and chasing this little SCV around, and there comes a Dragoon to finally chase this SCV away. That SCV will probably just run away. We'll see whether Nada tries to give you. Okay, so Nada's going to try and keep it alive here. Not going to be too successful here. It's just going to go down, wandering off to the left there. He's just going to try and occupy the Zealot and Dragoon, and that's just time wasted. That the Zealot and Dragoon aren't out on the field, aren't harassing not his front door or anything like that, but he's going to take down this SCV. Finally, there it goes. And But that is still important because it keeps the Dragoon away from Nada's front door, gives him that much more time to get his tank out or whatever it is he's producing and get started with some real military units. And there's a starport, so he's going for early starport. We'll see what that's for. You wouldn't expect to see raids in TVP, but you never know. You might, at least not early on, you might be able to see some cloak raids action. That'd be pretty sweet. Especially if Nal Ra doesn't see it, that could do a lot of damage to him if he doesn't go for a robotics facility or something like that. But we do see a robotics facility from Nal Ra in kind of a weird spot there. Didn't even know you could build up that far on that little corner there, but he's throwing his robo up there, and if he goes for observatory, he will be A-okay. He might be playing very, very conservatively. Nal Ra, of course, used to be the king of cheese. He used to have all kinds of crazy things to do, and he was a very creative player back in the back in the day. Sorry, that was just awful. I don't know why I said that. I feel kind of stupid now. But yeah, he was a very creative player and tried to like find whatever tricks he could on every map he played. And I mean, it's not a big deal that he threw up in that little position, but it's still kind of cool. And there's a robotics support base. So even though Nada did not see the robotics facility, he does see the support base. So you know that that's going up. And it's also going to come over here and see the Nexus too. Nal Ra not stopping the scout from getting every little bit. Oh wow, Nal Ra actually canceled the robotic support bay and then put up the observatory following. I don't know whether or not that's really a good idea or not, because now that's just gonna waste some minerals, waste some resources, and I don't think that's really much of a tactical advantage, I've gotta say, to fake the robot. I mean, I guess he's gonna go for observers and then move from there and maybe convert into some sort of DT build or something, not really sure. We're seeing Nada's first person view, and he's throwing up turrets already just in case there was a DT drop going on there, because he knows that the robotics facility is out. And Nada producing a dropship here. We'll see whether he decides to just go for a straight vulture drop, or if this going to be a tank and a couple of archers. What's it going to be? It's going to be a tank, a vulture, maybe not. We'll see. Nada being indecisive. Nada, choose what you want in that dropship. I want to see you move. So Nada deciding to throw down a couple of mines before moving out, but he has one tank and two vultures out. And Nal Ra throwing up a second expansion there, so he's going for, or at least a pylon. They're probably going to expand there as well, so that would be 2 mineral onlys for him. I think he really should maybe go for another gas expansion before going for 2 mineral onlys here. And the observers are showing here that Nada could come to that position at the bottom of the map where that expansion is and set up shop and maybe do a lot of damage there. There is no real defenses there. And Nal Ra moving into maybe a push, not a little bit, but I don't know if he's going to have much success, because that is a pretty solid wall-in that Nada has built there. Here comes Nada with his dropship. His dropship is going to be there very, very soon. And Wraith has been produced just to get rid of shuttles. I gotta think that the main purpose of that thing is just to get rid of shuttles and fend those off. The siege tank has been dropped. Nada is throwing up an expansion. We'll see whether or not he decides to just siege up or what's going on here. 2 vultures being dropped in the main, probably going to come at the same time that siege tank gets sieged up. We'll see whether or not Nada has the multitask. Okay, Nada was paying attention. Nada was paying very good attention and was able to pull his probes up, but they're getting picked off by vultures here. Vultures picking up 2 or 3 probes already here, and there are a couple dragoons, but they see the mines, and he knows that he's got to be very, very careful. And his nexus is certainly at risk. 1 tank and a couple of vultures with the spider mine backup can certainly take down that nexus if Nal Ra doesn't respond appropriately. Here he comes with his dragoons. We'll see how his dragoon micro is against vultures, whether he's still on the ball. I gotta think he'll still got it. There's a pretty shouldn't be too difficult for him to just clear out that minefield with dragoons, but he's waiting for that zealot. So there we go. Good job by the dragoons picking off those mines. So now Nal Ra should be able to go and clean this up and save his nexus. He needs to save his nexus. That nexus is taking a beating in the yellow already. 450 life left, and that tank might be a really good spot to continue to pepper these dragoons while they're trying to get to the tank. They've got to get to the tank. I don't know if that's in range. That tank is out of range. That nexus is going down. That nexus is absolutely gonna go down. There it goes. And that is terrible for Nal Ra. That is absolutely terrible for Nal Ra. Going for that early expansion